For today, we're going to be doing a Q&A from questions that you've submitted. So our first question is 3 layers. What is your dream vacation? Ever considered glamping for a video? And have kids been discussed because you would be awesome dads?
Yes, yes, and yes. Easy, next.
Dream vacation is probably South Korea because I had such a great time in Japan. Mark said that that would be kind of similar, but then also the cuisine I think I would really like because I know I really like Korean food. For glamping, definitely would consider it. We've glamped before, be in the cards. And then as far as having kids, we've talked about it multiple times, but I don't know if we're any closer to actually having kids.
I guess not being closer to having kids is also, one could say that we're not saying no to kids either, right?
No.
We're just kind of right stuck in the middle, kind of like where, you can't get that piece of spinach off your tooth, your back tooth, kind of like that.
They have toothpicks for that?
Let's see, dream vacation. I'm not gonna name a particular place, but maybe kind of like a resort-like vacation. I think we would enjoy that really well. Laying out by the ocean on a resort, drinking cute cocktails served by cute menses.
And we're not going on vacation.
Oh no! All right, and then for glamping, definitely. I think when we do glamp, most likely James will bring the camera, and I just know we're gonna film it regardless. So it might be in the future.
Yeah, we actually is the Airstream that we stayed in, is that considered glamping?
Kind of. Well, like we
check
didn't
out
have
that
to pitch
video.
a tent or anything. Yeah.
James, what is your favorite Korean dish besides Korean barbecue? And then Mark, what is your favorite Vietnamese dish? So favorite Korean dish that's not Korean barbecue. I think lately, this might come as a surprise to you, but the first thing that popped in my head is like bosam with the oyster kimchi.
Oh.
Because it kind of reminds me of one of my favorite Vietnamese dishes, which is using that pork belly to make spring rolls.
Oh yeah.
So it kind of has like a parallel.
For me, I guess my favorite Vietnamese dish would be, I don't know if I'm allowed. Oh yeah, I do. Don't know if I'm allowed to say this or not, because I think I've only had it 2 times in my life. But the restaurants don't exist anymore, so it's not like we could go.
What is it?
The 8 courses of fish. I remember liking a lot.
That's so obscure.
Is it?
Yeah, like no one ever says "Ga da mong" like as their favorite.
Well, I'll
dish.
be the first. Ga Ga Mong.
Oh my gosh.
But I also like Vietnamese egg rolls a lot, especially the crispy outside.
Yeah, that'll
that
get
is
you every
good.
time.
Yeah.
All right, ready for a little bit more risque question?
You said everything was PG.
No,
so
not
I
until-
let my guard down. I let my guard
You
down.
sure? Have you ever slept with a woman? Okay, on the count of 3, we'll answer. Ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Yes! I was gonna trick you.
I was gonna trick you.
Oh my
Okay,
gosh,
no.
but-
You think this can handle a woman? I cannot. I would be like IKEA furniture without any instructions. I would be lost.
Our real answer is that neither one of us have slept with a woman. However, I slept with women in the same bed before.
Oh, okay.
Plenty of times,
Yeah.
but no propagating activities.
Well, first of all, no one calls it propagating. Mama, are you making like a succulent plant garden or what? Ooh, garden.
Oh, garden.
Okay, next question. A bush. How did your parents or family react when you came out to them? And what's a major obstacle you guys overcame as a couple that strengthened your relationship? Well, number one, I'll start with how my family reacted. Of course, it came to them as a shock. Not so much because they didn't know, but just that it finally became real because I finally decided to say this is who I am and this is how I'm going to live my life moving forward. So I'd say the first few days or weeks were a little shaky or rough, but of course my family was super supportive. They adore Mark, and so I don't think we would have gotten to that point in our life right now if we never even accepted the truth of who we are. So
I think we also, not that we did this as a strategy, but it kind of worked out really well where James came out to his family, and then not that long after that, we got engaged to be married, and then we bought a condo together. So a lot of things happened where we didn't give them any opportunity to be like, are you sure? Like, are you sure you want to be with Mark? Are you sure? You know, like there's none of that. It was
no,
like,
well, there was
accept it. You know,
That's true. But I didn't come at it with the. Actually, now that you say that, the day I told them I was moving out was also the same day I said I was gay.
Yeah.
So that was a lot.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Or admit.
My brother is very supportive, and I know he knew all along, but we don't. Over the recent years, we don't talk as much as we once did when we were kids. But I think with very minimal words, we just kind of felt the support that we had for one another, and he was very supportive. Him and his wife and everybody.
Sure.
I think in all relationships, there are conflicts and there are challenges, and some are really, really big and some are small that could turn into big conflict. But at the end of the day, James and I are still together, and we are able to overcome either of those small and big challenges. And each one of those moments, although I hate to admit it, I do agree that it makes us stronger as a couple. Although as we're fighting, I'm like, I don't have time for this. Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting? But I guess I should now tell myself it's for the greater good. It's for our relationship to be stronger. What's your answer?
Mine kind of ties into the first part. I think both being in the closet for as long as we were was a struggle. And it wasn't so much that I resented Mark for not coming out sooner, or he vice versa. We had our own paths and journeys, but you can't really expect the other person to be on the same timetable as you. So I think we had to really work harder to make sure that the other person was okay with where we were at in our relationship. So I appreciated being with someone that I also didn't feel like I was pressured that by this date we have to get married. By this date we have to come out. By this date we have to have a house. It was very organic, even though there was a stretch of time where I'm like, where is this going to go eventually? So I kind of had that reservation because we were stuck in the closet for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, part of that was because of an external reason.
Sure.
But we made a change to have that no longer be an issue.
To help progress.
And after that, it really progressed.
After that, it was like wearing rainbow undies and doing all the Instagram posts, and he's no longer my roommate. Like all of that was lifted, and that made, I felt like that's why things accelerated as soon as we came out. Like, how do you complement each other's cultural and traditional heritage? Is it easier because you were both raised in the States? Well, I think me being born, we were both born in America. I feel like, unfortunately, I didn't have such strong ties to the traditional heritage part. Like, I think it was more, I feel like I wrote an essay and I'm trying to BS it right now, actually. No, I'm just saying, I don't feel like I was held to any kind of expectations from my tradition or culture that made it difficult for me to be with Mark. We're both, I think our attitudes about, you know, we didn't mind living together before we were married. Like, whereas other cultures, that might be a thing where you shouldn't do that. We're gay already. Like, it's just not something that I felt like I had to worry about. And I think, yeah, living in the States for the most part.
I took that to mean like our Korean and Vietnamese culture, but
oh, true.
I mean, there's no
that
right or
true,
wrong
right.
way to answer this.
I listen to a lot of K-pop. You listen to no V-pop.
Well, try out and be a singer now, because
I do every time on Monday, and you say, "Can we not do that segment?"
But to answer that question, I think, you know, well, first of all, I think we totally embraced the kind of like the golden rules, right? We are respectful to elders, and, you know, we have a lot of commonalities in terms of like the Korean and Vietnamese culture. So that meshes well together. And again, like James said, we both were born here in the States. We both were pretty much grew up in the same area of Southern California for most of our life. So there's a lot of similarities in that way. So we were just able to just kind of amend the blends of everything. And then specifically, I think there are some things that James finds more importance in carrying that Vietnamese culture. So for example, Lunar New Year, we do something with his family and we eat like the Vietnamese traditional food that you eat for that holiday. And then I get to pick some of the things that are important to me. So for New Year's, we eat tteokguk, you know? So we kind of have our own, what we honor, and then we both respect that, and we both honor it together.
What are each of your hobbies, or in your downtime, what do you do individually to relax? So I know YouTube is actually a huge component of that. I don't know, at this point, I don't even know if I would call it a hobby. It's more of a passion at this point, which I guess could be a hobby. But if I have free time, I will definitely play video game. Like, I didn't really play that many video games like right before pandemic. Like, since we moved into this house, I wasn't really an avid gamer. Maybe before, like early on in a relationship, yes, but it kind of spurred up again once the pandemic hit, and we just found ourselves at home a lot more.
Let's name all the games that you got into that you became very obsessed during pandemic.
Okay, so I played a lot of Animal Crossing.
Oh, right. Hours and hours of that.
Among Us.
Oh my god. You are re-triggering a lot of memories.
I know, it seems like you don't like that I was into these.
Totally forgot.
I freed up a lot of your time.
Okay.
Currently into Overwatch and some Resident Evil games that came out and things of that sort. But yeah, that's kind of how I like to spend my time.
My hobby lately has been Netflix and chill.
If you could retire in any country or state and live out the rest of your life, where would it be? So this is very biased of me, but I had a phenomenal time on all parts of the trip when we went to Japan. So we got the city life, we got a flavor of that. We got more of the, like, not super rural, but like a slower pace type of area. And then we didn't even explore country. Well, I guess the Mount Fuji could have kind of been like countryside. So I just felt like I had access to whatever lifestyle I would want to live as I age. And I think it just moves a little bit slower, like, or it moves at the pace that you want to. Whereas here, I feel like everyone is always in a rush. They get cranky when they have to wait in the drive up at Target. Like, I don't think I would feel that way if I was in Japan. But that's just, also, I also feel like it's biased because, again, we were there on a honeymoon, didn't have anything to worry about, so I don't know.
All those Japanese businessmen were like,
that's actually why I would move there. The Japanese businessmen. You reminded me of that.
No, like going up the escalators, like they honk at you if you don't actually use it as stairs to go up the escalator.
Well, then stand on the right side, girl. What about you?
I wasn't in a rush. My answer to this question at the moment would probably be Palm Springs. There's a lot about Palm Springs that I love, that I think will be a fun place to retire. It's very gay-friendly community. I love mid-century design and art, and they have a lot of that over there. A lot of good restaurants, and it's not too far away from where we both are living right now. So it's far enough, but not too far away.
Very practical answer, you. I was just like, I can get up anywhere and go, then that would be where I would go. If you were ever to move out of California, where would you move?
Oh my gosh. Okay.
I think because I don't know if I could handle the rain that much. I did like living in visiting Portland. That was cool. We have some friends up there, but the rain every day, like I get irked when it rains one day here, so I don't know about handling more rain. But I haven't really traveled that much. Like, I haven't traveled anywhere else outside of California that I was like, wow, I can really see myself like live here.
Would you consider Vegas?
It's too hot.
Oh, but Palm Springs is hot.
Yeah, but that's California, so I can't live there. I'm following the rules of the question. There's nowhere else right now like I would want to live. So I'm going to say I'm not moving out of California. There's just no way. I said what I said.
You said what you said.
How about you? You look like you want to you got some U-Haul boxes back there? Are we packing up and leaving tomorrow?
I mean, so I actually got to live in Korea for 6 months.
Oh, okay.
So I had to not go through like the touristy stuff, but actually just live there, you know? But, you know, living at a place where there's really accessible public transit was very convenient. Places where there's a lot of good food is very nice to have. So I wouldn't mind living at a place that has those kind of accommodations.
So that would be where you would move.
Yeah, like New York or like city.
What type of vlogs do you enjoy filming? Do you like when it's like a travel vlog? Do you like when it's just purely on the food? Do you like what a normal day is like for us type of vlog? Like what
You know
topic
what?
you
Like,
I guess.
again, I don't know if this is my answer, but the recent one that you uploaded, the party one, that was kind of fun because it didn't feel like we're vlogging, but it reminded me, oh my gosh, that happened at the party. Like that was kind of funny and that was kind of cool. But I wouldn't have probably remembered that if we didn't have this vlog episode.
It was the most interesting thing to edit because I don't recall like. I recall like 80% of it, but there's a small snippet. I was like, this happened? And like, this is happening in the background. Like, it was a lot to take in, but that was a little chaotic too.
Oh,
I don't know if that would be my, I don't think that would be my preferred vlog.
Right.
But if that's yours, that's cool.
Well, I also like the ones where we just are very chill and we just kind of do our thing, have dinner, and then we come home and we play with Haru, and that's it. You know, I also like that too.
Yeah, I think in doing Vlogmas, I think one thing I really like is just stuff that isn't out of the ordinary. It's just our normal day that's being documented, which I never, aside from experiencing it myself, never got to go back and watch before. Like that's a new experience for me to see how we start our mornings, or when we take Haru for a walk, or I don't know, when we go out to like grab a quick bite. Like I feel like we haven't captured those moments until recently, and that's been kind of cool. And maybe something we would explore further down the road. What would each of your last meals be? I mean, okay, if you watch Squid Games, if you didn't watch Squid Games, skip this right now. But if you did watch Squid Games, I think actually I've changed recently. I wouldn't mind a hearty steak dinner with some really good sides and like some kind of chocolate or like cheesecake to end.
And a nice glass of wine.
Nice glass of wine, yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Which is like, it makes sense. That's why they made that the last meal.
And what would you do with that steak knife afterwards?
I would throw it away. I don't want to do anything with it. You think I would go for you? Like, finish you off?
I don't know, would you?
No.
Mine, like, again, steak, like what James said, steak dinner is always good. Or a really, really, really nice omakase or kaiseki style meal. Because, when we're at Rokkan in Japan and they just keep bringing out like more and more, and you don't even know when's the end. I want that to be my last meal because they're like, oh, does it end? Oh no, there's more. There's more. Like steak dinner, you see all your food on one plate, but that kind of excitement of just not knowing what's gonna come out next could be exciting.
Yeah. Maybe now that I think about it, yours would be a close second, so I don't look bloated when I'm like just laying there. Right? Like a steak dinner, I'd look kind of heavy and then it won't look cute.
Girl, I don't know if I would care to look cute.
I mean, you care about it all the time, so I would just imagine it applies later on.
I'm living, okay?
I didn't know there was a criteria. This one might be just more of a you question because I don't know if I have one. What's your favorite instant ramen? I don't have one. I don't eat ramen enough to say this one's my favorite.
I want to say there's a lot of good ones out there, but when in doubt, just stick with one of the original ones, Shinramyeon. You can't go wrong with that. It's good to even eat with a bowl of rice at the end with the leftover soup.
In what way has marriage changed you? I mean, nowadays I've been sending a lot. When I sign up to stuff, I use our joint email. We have a joint email and I've been using that more than I ever have before. But outside of that, because we had been together for so long, up until that point we got married, we had already been together for 12 years. We'd already been sharing finances. We've already been living together and bought a house. Marriage didn't do much more. Life insurance, maybe? Got that squared away, but...
Don't have anything more to add to your already good answer.
Okay. This one is more for you. Redlin asks, when will the rice cooker be used?
I did make a promise that it will be used.
By the end of this year. Where, like, you leave the time-bound information out. If it doesn't happen by the end of the year, what's the consequence? Because I feel like, because there are no consequences, you keep stringing me along.
Consequences?
Well, honestly, I waited a long time. Don't you think I've waited a long time for the rice cooker?
I didn't know you were waiting for it.
Have I not made it abundantly clear that I want to use the dang rice cooker?
But here's a question.
You can't ask a question in our Q&A video.
Would you rather take back the ice machine if it was going to move up the timeline of the rice cooker by a month, or wait a month later and then keep your ice maker.
I would rather you not ask any of these dumb questions. I don't even know what you said. After you said the first thing, I was like, no, use the rice cooker, end the story.
Okay, we are gonna use it really, really soon. I promise.
What does really, really soon mean? Now I have questions for you. What's really, really soon? Like
Just
tomorrow,
soon.
this week, before
Yeah.
2021 is over?
Before 2021 is over.
Okay, you heard it here. How old are you guys? This is up to you if you want to answer it or not, because we said we wouldn't answer anything we don't feel
Okay,
comfortable
I will answer it only if you who asked this question.
Gigi.
If you comment below right now, your guess first. Enter your comment right now. So, did you put your guess on the comment below? All right. Well, I am 37.
I thought you were gonna lie. I was so waiting to have you lie so I could squeeze you.
I'm 37, but I don't look like it, right? I'm 21 by spirit.
Not by spirit. I saw you this weekend. That is not a 21-year-old in my bed.
It's because my body's still innocent.
No, it's not. And I am 12 months younger than him.
Yeah.
That's it.
It's actually exactly 12 months.
12 months and 4 days. There's only like 4 days where we're the same age, and you love it.
I love it. Yeah.
Would y'all ever consider doing 1 or 2 vlogs a week after Vlogmas? And I don't mean shorts. We've actually been having conversations about this because we started off as a mukbang channel and we really put all our eggs in that basket. And then at a certain point, I don't know if it was really picking up. And recently doing Vlogmas has kind of, I mentioned in one of the videos, has made it fun again. So I totally can see it as a possibility. Like I would consider it. I would consider it. I don't know if we're gonna do it, but I would consider it.
Yeah, I would consider it too. If it does translate into channel growth, that's even better. Maybe vlog is harder for channel growth.
Yeah.
It's great for engagement, and all of the viewers who are watching us right now, I think it's a lot of fun, right? But in terms of reaching new viewers, it might be a little bit harder.
I think so. Like a title that says we went to Target versus eating 5,000 pounds of shrimp. It's like, which one are you gonna click on?
If you don't know who we are.
If you don't know who we are, yeah. So I get what you're saying.
So maybe our vlog is still a vlog, but then it's centered around some
eating 5,000 pounds of shrimp.
Searchable like content, I guess. Yeah.
Okay, we have a question from Angelina Spicy. What food do you crave? Like right now, or like after this video, I'm gonna have a Coke. Cause that cornbread chili, I need something carbonated right now.
Oh,
but that's not a food. I guess a food right now that I would crave. That kimchi from Myeongdong Koja?
Really?
I always crave that.
Oh.
I want to eat that like every day, but it burns.
It's spicy.
Super spicy, but it hits that like, it's
garlicky.
that, I think Mark explained it really well in one of the videos. It's the kind of kimchi that you just eat when you have no appetite. You still will like want to devour it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I want some. Okay, what would you want? Don't say breaded shrimp either.
Oh my God. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking like egg roll. Okay.
Oh, egg roll.
Well, it's because like, you know, we had it recently at least, you know, we picked up an order from Lee's Sandwich, and I don't know, like I feel like it's a guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah.
Vietnamese egg roll.
That's why you're with me?
Lumpia. Oh, yeah.
It's not limpia. Wait, isn't limpia clean? It's clean.
Oh, but it limp.
Ah! Who is in charge of killing spiders?
Well, you transition.
That, in terms of like from not killing spiders to killing spiders is what you mean?
No, So I can't kill spiders. I really can't.
I'm the killer. Mark makes me the killer, and I don't want to be the killer, but someone has to be the killer. Like when the horror movie ends and then they're like, you think you know who the killer is? No, I'm the killer.
But James transitioned because now he'll not kill it, but he'll try to trap it, and then he'll release it out in our patio or something like that.
Okay.
Or
we try to, if we cannot free it, then we will kill it, but I will make every concerted effort to try to save its life before I have to resort to killing it.
Yeah.
Except for that one time you laid on the bed and the spider landed and Mark heard a thud right next to his ear.
Yeah.
And I believed how loud it was because of the way he reacted.
I jumped out of bed because I saw it, and then I saw the spider, and oh my gosh. And
I'm gonna say it's better for me to kill the spider because I feel like you will cause some other chaos in your attempt to try to kill it.
Yeah.
Like you'll knock over something or you'll hurt yourself or something. Zormasa says, if your channel got popular and made lots of money, would you quit your job? How much money are we talking about? Like
if you made the same as you do,
that probably would not be enough
for you to quit.
Mm-mm.
Oh, interesting.
Like twice that? Sure.
Okay.
But the same? No. It's interesting because the line of work that I feel like we're in, we get so much back in doing the work that we do. But I'm starting to feel like, especially with the video that we just released about you like visiting your mom, when I read a lot of the comments, they were very beautiful because people were sharing about how they lost family members, and just being able to see us share that help them kind of either remember their own situation and or how to move forward with the people that are still in their lives. So in that sense, it's like that was also rewarding to hear too. And I never got that from, you know.
If we earn twice as much as we do from YouTube than our normal work, but then we make sure we have some content where we help or connect with other people who are watching us, maybe that would serve our need to have jobs.
Yes.
In the nonprofit industry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I wrote the whole essay and you just wrote your name on the byline. You good with that?
But put my name first.
I don't want to give you credit. No. Did you get your twice tickets? Unfortunately, no, unless Mark is surprising me for Christmas and got me some.
Girl, you already have the ice machine.
That's not twice though. Just twice.
Just use it twice.
That is so lame. No, it kind of would be cool if they had an ice machine. When you pull out the ice, it plays a song.
Oh.
But no, and I really want to go, but the tickets are just outrageous.
How much are they?
I didn't even look because I think what's the point? It's just like, it's just hurting my soul that I can't go. Because now I know I could be like a 40-year-old plus person to be at a K-pop concert, but I also feel like someone would come up to me and say, oh, so like, where's your daughter or son? I'd be like, no, I'm here for myself. That's when it dances. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, we have 3 questions here, real quick. Y'all ever plan on buying a house, selling merch, filming collab mukbangs? So first part is, this is a house-ish, right?
It's our 3-bedroom condo.
Yeah.
We should have done one of our vlogmas to do a house tour.
And then selling merch. I don't even, I'm like, Mark is to using rice cooker as James is to getting the merch line launched.
So what is gonna happen first then?
The rice cooker, 1000%. 1000% rice cooker.
However, I do know that the merch was brought up even before I got the rice cooker.
True,
so
but it wasn't something that like you were hell-bent on getting done. I have more like, I want to use the rice cooker. I think you can go either way if we have merch or not.
I wanted the rice cooker.
Yeah, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why it's different.
Okay.
And then filming collab mukbangs. I mean, really, it's been hard lately to do anything with anyone that's outside of this, but we're totally open to it. Would y'all ever do a traveling food vlog segment?
I mean, for a lot of our travel ones, it's so centered around what we eat.
That's why we travel, is to eat. I mean, that's just our MO with traveling.
But we don't do reviews though.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, at this restaurant, like this crab is really good, and you need to like mix. We just film ourselves just enjoying the food,
closing our eyes, quivering, saying that things are being felt on our tramp stamp. Like that's us. But yeah, we don't talk about.
That's us, or is that James? Come on, don't. Just like how
when we got married,
I'd be on your essay.
Okay, no. Now I go back to what's changed with your marriage thingy. If I make a mistake, it's his fault too.
Oh.
Like our faults are collective now. They're no longer independent. And same with our successes. That's what Mark has taught me.
Okay.
You want one person to succeed because then that means both of you succeed, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then I think this is the last question. Are you down to eating all of these? I'm gonna just say it and then you say, and we'll just say yes or no after.
Okay.
Okay. Guinea pig.
No.
No. Escargot.
Yes.
Yes. Live stink bugs. No. It's an adamant no. An adamant no. Funny thing is, we had the opportunity to eat guinea pig when we were in Peru, and I don't know what it was. I know what it was.
Yeah, it's their face.
It's just, they literally
cook them
it just, to me, like when you eat chicken, it's already like, you don't see the head usually, and it's already just in the piece. But with guinea pig, you see everything, and I almost felt like every guinea pig I saw while we were there was in its last second of life. So it's like, and I'm like, I can't eat that.
And you see the teeth.
Yeah, so it's hard for me to eat. I'm sure the meat's great and all that, but I just couldn't.
we did really consider eating it because we wanted to experience all things Peru had to offer.
Sure.
And that included trying a guinea pig, but I think at the literally at the last minute, we just changed our minds because we saw. You have to say the truth.
Wait, I'm done answering all the questions.
No, I have a question.
Huh?
I have a question for you.
Hedu, come here.
I have a question for Heidi. Heidi wants to know too.
Hedu, come here. You want to know the truth?
Heidi wants to know too. Oh,
He doesn't want to know.
In any of our videos that you edit, have you ever intentionally tried to make yourself look better than me?
Not in the video. No. No.
Okay.
Sometimes when we go out, I'm like, why am I always in the front? I know it's a wide angle lens, but it's because you said it one time where you're like, you prefer to be in the back. So I don't know if you noticed, but I'm usually in the front even though I don't want to be there. Can I ask you a question then? Okay. Did you eat all that ice cream last week in the freezer?
The mochi ice cream? What ice cream?
Well, I don't know.
No. I did eat all the mochi ice cream except for the very last one.
Girl.
You ate after the ghost pepper.
So you ate 5 and I only had that one piece.
Well, we did have it with our tuna, our Toro. And
so you ate 2 pieces without my knowledge is what happened.
Was it only 2? See, 2 is not that
It was 6 pieces total. So if we had one each, and I ate 1, then you ate the other 2. You ate the other, 2. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this Q&A. If you have, I'm sure we'll do this another time. Hedu, any questions for Hedu? No questions at this time? Hedu, you didn't get any questions today. He's like, next time ask me questions. Okay, we'll see you guys in our next video. Bye.